Thank you to all my channel members, including my fan appreciation level members and my contributor level members, for helping support the YouTube channel.
Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jonathan Cohn, and today I have my book review of the short story collection Sands of Dune by Brian Herbert and Kevin J. Anderson. I'm a big fan of the Dune universe. I've read 4 of Frank Herbert's novels, and then I've also read a bunch of the Brian Herbert, Kevin J. Anderson books, and I actually really like them. I know there are people who don't, but I really enjoyed them. And this is a collection, and I got this last year when I met and interviewed Kevin J. Anderson at Dragon Con. You can check out my interview with him. Just look up Kevin J. Anderson interview Jonathan Cohn, you'll find it. And we talked about his work in the Dune universe. But this is a kind of recently released collection. It's 4, I would call them novelettes. They're not really long enough to be novellas. They're not short enough to be short stories, so I would call novelettes. The shortest one is about 20 pages, so it could be considered a short story. And then the longest one is like 60 pages. So yeah, it's a short story / novel. Short fiction tales set in the Dune universe, and there's 4 of them in this. It's about 160 pages long, so it's a really quick read. This book features one story that is, the first story is like a prequel to the book Dune, and it is about Shutout Mapes, and that is the Edge of a Crysknife story, and that's the longest one in the collection. There's also, the second story is about, it's Blood of the Sardaukar, and that is about a Sardaukar soldier who has a family history with the Atreides and has every reason to hate and not hate them. And then you have the third story in the collection is about Gurney Halleck. And I want to get the name of the collection. It's Waters of Conley is the name of the short story. And that is about Gurney after the attack on the Atreides, and, you know, the whole army's destroyed, and he and his men have kind of gone with the kind of smugglers, doing smuggler stuff, and he is plotting his revenge against the Harkonnens in this story, and he actually gets a little bit of revenge against them, and a really cool twist. And then the fourth story in this collection is Imperial Court, and that is actually a sequel to the Schools of Dune trilogy that came out a couple years ago. That is like 10,000 years before the movie. So 3 of the stories are like either prequels or interquels, like set right around the original novel Dune and the movie era. And then you have one short story at the end, which is set 10,000 years in the past, around the time of the the Machine Crusade and stuff like that. And that fourth short story is like a political thing where some new people come to the court with the Corrinos and the Atreides and the Harkonnens, and random poisonings seem to be happening, and different people get blamed and different people get the credit for saving people, and it's actually quite interesting. And all of the short stories in here were competently done, were interesting, I think fit very well in the Dune universe. I think that they add some, like the one about Gurney Halleck really made me understand that character more, and it fits well not only with his character in the book, but also with his character in the movie. Also, the stuff with Shutout Mapes, really different character than I was expecting her to be, but I think it adds quite a lot for her. And then also the stuff with the Sardaukar were interesting, and the stuff with the Imperial Court. So all of it was competently done. But here's my problem is, it wasn't super enjoyable. The whole time I knew I was reading short stories of a collection for the job, for reviewing the channel. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It was not bad. It just wasn't great. It was just okay. And it's frustrating for a reviewer to have to be just okay, because I don't have a lot of technical, bad with the story. I don't have like problems with the way it's written per se. I just don't have a lot to say that I loved about it. I can just say it's there. It's short stories. Here's how I would recommend this. One, if you're a Dune completionist, of course, read the book to be a Dune completionist. The other recommendation would be, if you're the type of person that, you don't want to read these big 200,000 word or, 600 page novels, you're a little intimidated by those, and you want to experience the Dune universe, but maybe in bite sizes, then maybe this collection would be worth it for you, because, it's, it's like each short story is like, 20 to 60 pages. You could read it in a single sitting. So it might be worth it for you if you're that type of reader, but and the hardcover of the book is like, I think $26, and it's not worth $26 for a hardcover. If a paperback came out and it was like $15 of a paperback, maybe it'd be worth it then, but it's not worth the hardcover price in my opinion. You'd have to have amazing short stories, amazing stories. And now what they could have done is Brian and Kevin could have done like 10 or 15 short stories and made this the size of a regular book, 300, 400, 500 pages, and I think it would have been worth the price, and they could have really explored different eras and stuff, but they only decided to do 4 short stories, which is their prerogative, but it just makes it not as worth bang for your buck reading. So my overall opinion is this gets a 5.5 out of 10. Like, it's fine. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I am not saying it's particularly good. I just think it's an okay, competently done story. In my opinion, this is the weakest of Brian and Kevin's books. I much preferred their novels, like the Schools trilogy or the Dune House trilogies with House Atreides, House Harkonnen, House Carino. I think those are all much, much, much better books. But this is competent. This is not a bad collection by any means. So that is my review of Sands of Dune. If you've read Sands of Dune, let me know which short story was your favorite and least favorite. Let me know if you've read any other of the Brian and Kevin books, and what you thought of the movie. Let me know all those thoughts in the comments down below. And until next time, I'm Jonathan, and thank you for watching.